Well, let's speak now to the Conservative MP, Anna Soubry, who has her support team along with her as they shout.
You should apologise for the noise, and I apologise to you, because you probably can't hear anything.
Speak up.
Anyway, speak up. Go on.
So, vote next Tuesday. I spoke to you...
Well, we're assuming there'll be a vote next Tuesday. She has to get this through Parliament. She has to get the new programme motion through Parliament. So, I'm being really serious about this. Everybody's saying it's going to be next Tuesday.
Well, she's saying that.
And of course the Prime Minister is saying, but she does have to get a programme motion through on Wednesday to have a 5-day debate. We've had 3 days and it's now being resumed. So in theory, 2 more days, we could have this vote on Thursday or Friday.
Here you are, all rested. You've had your break. You've been speaking to your constituents, I have no doubt. Has anything changed since December the 11th?
No, most importantly, nothing's changed for the Prime Minister, and she's not changed either. I think people obviously are fed up. Of course they are with Brexit, and they want to know where we are, but increasingly they are getting worried about Brexit. And that's why we are seeing a movement in the polls, and people are now looking that the best way through all of this, take it back to the British people and have the people's vote.
With massive respect, you would say that, wouldn't you? Because that's what you have always said. What do you say to this?
Actually, no, I came to the people's vote quite late in all of this, as we all did, because we explored all the other options, and we came overwhelmingly to the conclusion that this is the only way forward.
But on the basis that nothing has changed, it seems, across this debate, how confident are you that that will change anything, given that the country still appears as split as it was a month to 3 months ago?
No, you make a good point, and that's why I think that the 5-day debate, we've had 3 debates, should be concluded with 2 more days of debate. We should then have the vote this week, because the clock is ticking and every day counts. And in the event of the impasse, then we need to have proper votes as to what could be acceptable to Parliament. We need a positive vote against no deal, and in the event of an impasse, which I think there will be, get this matter back to the British people as soon as possible.
Well, at the moment, the feeling seems to be here that if there's an impasse, if there's a vote against, she will go away, she'll come back and say, let's have another vote because I've got perhaps another concession from the EU. This could go on for a while.
No, and that's why that's the other thing that has now got to happen, is we have to be absolutely... I do object to being called a Nazi, actually.
Right. Well, apologies to you if you're offended by what you're listening to.
I just think this is astonishing. This is what has happened to our country, actually. This is what's happened to our country. But anyway, let's try and move on and be positive about things. She can't keep coming back with the same motion. She can't tweak a word of it or anything else. What we need is to get this determination on her deal. And I would say to Theresa, if you're confident about your deal, get it back to the British people. Let them determine whether or not they want it.
We seem to hear from everybody what they don't want to happen. 200 people signing a letter saying they don't want a no-deal Brexit. Nobody seems to know this is what we do want. Yeah, well, and that's what the public's problem is.
I know, but I think there are a lot of people now who realise actually the best deal that we have is the deal that we currently have with the European Union as a member of the European Union. They're seeing the benefits of it. They're beginning to appreciate. And this is, of course, including members of Parliament who didn't really appreciate the benefits, for example, to trade, of fictionless trade in particular for our manufacturing sector. That's the point about the Caroline Spellman Jomie letter, is this growing realisation of the huge benefits that membership of the EU conveys for everybody in the United Kingdom.
What you want to happen will require time, it will require postponement of Article 50, and it will require every single member of the EU to say, yes, we agree to this.
I think they've already said that is that they will extend Article 50 if we want a people's vote. That's
they
a
do
given.
That for a referendum.
Yeah.
OK, so if there is a referendum, and it's still an if...
Of course.
Should there be a 75% marker on it, that below which it doesn't work?
No, same rules as we had last time. And let's be really clear about something else as well, is that if it's a choice, as it should be in my view, between remaining in the European Union or Mrs May's deal, if people vote for Theresa's deal, that genuinely is the end of the matter. That's it, because they've positively voted for her deal, which is apparently the best deal we can get, and I think there's some truth in that. And then there is a positive, affirmative mandate for the Prime Minister, and frankly, for people like me, that is the end of it. And I think I genuinely speak on behalf of millions of people who voted Remain, the other millions that now see the sense of it going back to the British people. But we have that Remain or Mrs May's deal vote. That is it.
Anna Soubry, think you've got some conversations to have over there at some...
Can you imagine? I've now got to walk back to Parliament with all of this, and apparently it's free speech. This is democracy in action, and the police will not intervene. Oh well.
Good luck, and thank you very much for joining us.
A pleasure as ever.
Anna Soubry, thank you very much. Yes, forgive the noise and forgive the odd chant that you may find distasteful at best.